students, welcome back in this video. It's me Daisyschool Shrestha. Today I am here with the remaining part of life lesson of class 10 science. In previous video we have discussed about the power of lens, similarly range of vision, far point, near point, etc. And today we are going to discuss about the defect of vision, types of defect of vision, that is short-sightedness or myopia, far-sightedness or hypermetropia. And about this we discuss about the causes, correction with diagram in this video. And this part is very important for your exam. From here long question also may ask. That's why you have to remember, you have to prepare properly. Okay. At first, defect of vision. As in previous video we have discussed about the accommodation of human eye. In accommodation of human eye we have discussed like that ability of eye to form the clear image of far or near object at retina by changing the focal length of eye lens, like this we have read. Yeah, that's the accommodation we have read. And now defect of vision, just opposite of that. Okay, defect of vision. Defect of vision means inability of eye. Okay, inability of eye to form clear image of far or near object at retina by changing the focal length of eye lens. Inability of eye to form clear image of far or near object at retina by changing the focal length of eye lens. That is called defect of vision. So sometimes we cannot see the nearby object or far object. You have seen old people keeps the newspaper a little bit far away while reading, like this way. Yeah, and some people keep any object nearby the eyes to see. That means at that situation this image of far or near object cannot form clearly at the retina. This type of defect is called defect of vision. Okay, so defect of vision means inability of eye to form clear image of far or near object at retina by changing the focal length of eye lens. And already we have discussed, to change the focal length, ciliary muscles of eye helps us. Okay, ciliary muscles of eye help us to change the focal length of eye lens. To see the near object, ciliary muscle should relax, because of which lens presses from both sides, it becomes the thick, focal length decrease, and we can see the nearby object. And to see far object, ciliary muscle should contract. Yeah, should contract, because of which eye lens is stretched and it becomes thin. Thin lens has long focal length, far focal length. Yeah, because of which can see the far object clearly. So to change this focal length, ciliary muscle help us. If the ciliary muscle fail to perform its function, while looking or while watching nearby object or far object, then at that time we suffer from the defect of vision. Okay, if the ciliary muscle could not perform its function properly at the right time while looking the near object and far object, while looking the near object, lens should be made thick, and while observing the far object should be thin. At that time, if it cannot perform properly its work, its function, at that time we suffer from the defect of vision. There are two types of defect of vision. Okay, there are two types of defect of vision. We say short-sightedness or myopia, far-sightedness or hypermetropia. Short-sightedness, far-sightedness, myopia, hypermetropia. Okay, these are the two defects of vision. So same terms we are going to discuss here. Short-sightedness. First, short-sightedness. Okay, short-sightedness, a defect of vision. Short-sightedness, defect of vision. It means short means near, sighted means able to see. Okay, short means near, sighted means able to see. Okay, able to see. So it means such type of defect of vision in which a person can see nearby object clearly. Short-sighted, near object can be seen. Such type of defect of vision in which a person can see nearby object clearly, but cannot see the far object clearly. Yeah, can see near object clearly, but cannot see far object clearly. That is called short-sightedness or myopia. Okay, once again, short means near, sighted means can be seen, able to see. Yeah, it means short-sighted means for such type of defect of vision in which a person can see nearby object clearly but cannot see far object clearly. That is called short-sightedness defect of vision. Okay, now in short-sightedness, what type of figure you have to draw? Look at here. Let's draw the diagram of human eye. Sketch of human eye, simple diagram you can draw. So it's optic nerves which is connected to the brain. It's a retina, it's a ciliary muscle, front part is iris, it's a human lens or eye lens we say. So in short-sightedness, near object can be seen clearly. Near object can be seen clearly, but far object cannot be seen clearly. Near object can be seen clearly, but far object cannot be seen clearly. It means light rays from the far object, okay? This is the parallel light rays. Parallel light rays. Light rays from the far object. Light rays from the far object, okay? Light rays from far object. Light rays from far object intersect before the retina, okay? Intersect before the retina. So, this is the intersecting point. You know, at the intersecting point image is formed. Yeah, at the intersecting point image is formed, and here intersecting point is before the retina. Retina is the screen where the image is formed. Retina is the screen where the image is formed, and if the image is formed on the retina, then we can see, otherwise not. But in this situation, light rays from the far object intersect before the retina. That's why image cannot form at the retina and we cannot see. Okay, so how to identify the short-sighted defected eyes? If the light rays intersect inside the eyeball, if the light rays intersect before the retina, then that is the short-sighted defected eyes. Okay, short-sighted defected eyes. So what is the causes of short-sightedness? Causes of short-sightedness: 1. Intersecting point means from optical center to intersecting point means focal length. Optical center to intersecting point means focal length. So this intersecting point should be at the retina, but we have found inside the retina or inside the eyeball. It means focal length decrease. So causes of myopia. causes of myopia, decrease in focal length. Decrease in focal length, okay? So from center of the eyelids to the intersecting point is less here. So decrease in focal length. Because of decrease in focal length, it happened. Similarly, another one, increase in size of eyeball. Yeah, the size of the eyeball increase, because of which intersecting point remains or left inside the eyeball. That's why second point is increase in size of eyeball. Third one, intersection of the light rays before the retina. Okay, intersection of the light rays, intersection of light rays before retina. Before retina. And another major point, ciliary muscle fail to perform its function. Okay, while looking the far object, lens should be made thin, but here ciliary muscle fail to make the lens thin at the time of need. So ciliary muscle fail to make eyelids thin. So these are the causes, two causes you have to remember at least. So causes of short-sightedness, decrease in focal length, this is the focal length part, increase in size of eyeball because of which intersecting point left inside the eyeball, similarly intersection of the light rays before the retina, and it malfunction of okay, these are the causes. Then how to correct, how to treat the such type of defect of vision, how to correct, how to treat the such type of defect of vision. To correct the such type of defect of vision, to correct the short-sightedness defect of vision, to correct the myopia, we have to use concave lens. We have to use concave lens of suitable power, suitable focal length in spectacles. In spectacles, you know, child or children use the spectacles. Generally, they use the concave lens. They suffer from the short-sightedness. So we have to use concave lens. Concave means minus power, negative power. Yeah, minus power. Concave means minus power. So we have to use concave lens of suitable focal length, concave lens of suitable power in the spectacles to treat the such type of defect of vision or short-sightedness defect of vision. What happens while using the concave lens? Again, we have to draw the figure. Look at here. So another one, again we have to draw the diagram. So it's a human eye. Okay, so if we use concave lens of suitable power, then we can see far object also clearly. That means we can treat the short-sightedness. So how concave lens helps to treat the this short-sightedness defect of vision? Look at here. So if we use concave lens as spectacles, this is concave lens. If we use concave lens as spectacles, then light rays from far object, light rays from far object, light rays from the far object diverge by the concave lens. You know, concave means diverging lens. So it diverges the light rays on the eye lens. Okay, so this concave lens diverges the light rays on eye lens, and this is convex lens. Convex lens converges the light rays at the retina, because of which we are able to see. Because of which we are able to see. This is the corrected diagram. This is the defective diagram, figure, defective diagram of short-sightedness. This is figure, corrected diagram. Corrected diagram of short-sightedness. So, when the light rays from the far object falls on the concave lens, it diverges the light rays, which is converged by the eye lens and the retina, and we are able to see the far object also. In this way, concave lens helps to treat the short-sightedness. Okay, once again, in short-sightedness, light rays from the far object intersect before the retina, because of which image cannot form at the retina and we cannot see clearly of the far object, but we can see near object clearly. At that time, we have to use the spectacles containing concave lens of suitable power. When the light rays from the far object falls on the concave lens, it diverges the light rays, which are converged by the eye lens and the retina, and we can see clearly. Yeah, we can see clearly. In this way, we can treat the short-sightedness defect of vision. So, what kind of power? Negative power. Okay, negative power. If any person is wearing negative power of spectacles, then you can say he or she is suffering from short-sightedness. Okay. Now next, far-sightedness. Far-sightedness or hypermetropia. Okay, far-sightedness or hypermetropia. Far-sightedness now. Far-sightedness. So in far-sightedness, far means, yeah, you know, long distance, and sighted means can be seen clearly. Okay, can be seen clearly. Far-sighted means such type of defect of vision in which a person can see far object clearly. A person can see far object clearly but cannot see near object clearly. Okay, far object can see clearly but near object blurred, cannot see clearly. This type of defect of vision is called far-sightedness or hypermetropia. Far-sightedness or hypermetropia. Far means long distance, sighted means able to see. So far object can see clearly but near object cannot see clearly. This type of defect of vision is called far-sightedness defect of vision or hypermetropia. In such case, far object can see but near object cannot see. That means light rays from the near object, let's say this is the point of near object, this is the point of near object. So light rays from the near object, intersect behind the retina. Okay, intersect behind the retina. So here in far-sightedness defect of vision, light rays from the near object intersect behind the retina. That means light rays do not intersect at the retina. Image won't form at the retina. That's why near object cannot be seen at that time. And why it happens? Causes of far-sightedness, just opposite of short-sightedness. Okay, just opposite of short-sightedness, you can say. Yeah, causes of far-sightedness. This is the intersecting point. This is the optical center point. So optical center to intersecting point is focal length. This intersecting point should be here at the retina. But now in this situation, intersecting point forms behind the retina. It means focal length increases. Okay, increasing focal length. Okay, causes increasing focal length. Causes increasing in focal length of eye lens. Similarly, increase in focal length means the size of eyeball decrease. Yeah, size of eyeball decrease. Intersecting points should be at the retina, but it is contracting, and this intersecting point is left behind the retina. Decreasing size of eyeball. Decreasing size of eyeball. So in this focal length increase and size of eyeball becomes small here. So decreasing focal length. Similarly, another one, Another one here, intersecting point remains behind the retina. Okay, so you can say intersecting point is intersecting point is behind the retina, and last one, same, the ciliary muscle failed to perform its function. To see the near object, this eyelid should be thick, but ciliary muscle failed to perform to make the eyelids thick. So failed to make the lens thick by ciliary muscle. Okay, these are the causes. So increase in focal length, decrease in size of eyeball, intersecting point is left behind the retina, and then the ciliary muscle cannot perform its function properly. Okay, ciliary muscle cannot perform its function properly, because of which it happens. Then how to treat it? To treat the farsightedness defect of vision, we should use convex lens. Of suitable power, suitable focal length as a spectacles. So here we have to use convex lens. Okay, for farsightedness we have to use convex lens. So here we have to use convex lens as a spectacles, and the light rays from the nearby object, converge by this convex lens and the eyelids, and this eyelids furthermore converge at the retina, because of which image is formed at the retina. Okay, at the retina. So this light rays from the nearby object converge by the convex lens, which is furthermore converged by the eyelids and the retina, and we can see clearly the image at the retina. In this way, we can see the near object also by using the convex lens. Convex lens means positive power. Yeah? Convex lens means positive power. So, in this way, we can treat. Don't forget, to find the farsightedness defect, light rays intersect behind the retina. In short-sightedness, inside the retina. Okay. To treat the short-sightedness, concave lens. And to treat the farsightedness, convex lens we have to use. Yeah, convex lens we have to use. Let's say, a student of the last bench can read at the board clearly without spectacles. But while reading the book, he used spectacles. Then what type of defect he or she has? What do you think? Okay, a student of the last bench can read at the board clearly without spectacles, but while reading the book, he or she used spectacles. Then what type of defect he or she has? Do you know? So from the last bench can see clearly at the board, far distance can see, but book is nearer to him or her, but cannot see at that time, need spectacles. So that is farsightedness. And to treat the such type of defect, convex lens of suitable power should be used. Now you know, already have discussed, old person use the newspaper and keep the newspaper defect. That is farsightedness. Okay, farsightedness. So this type of question may ask. Sometimes may ask this type of question by giving this figure. What type of defect is this? Yeah. What are its causes? And which lens is used to treat it? Draw the diagram. This type of question may ask frequently. Prepare properly. This is important part of this lesson. So light lesson finished. Student, prepare properly in this situation. Yeah. Today, thank you.